Moneyweb Midday for all your up-to-date stories. Now, from Cape Town to Johannesburg, we're seeing a surge in something called co-living spaces or micro-apartments. They are smaller, they are shared and often marketed as smart living. But I'm wondering if these developments are an exciting sign of urban innovation or maybe just a response to rising costs, falling affordability, and young professionals, many of whom are being priced out of the market. Someone with a view on that is Yael Geffen, who is Chief Executive Officer of Lew Geffen Sotheby's International Realty. I want to discuss what this trend really tells us about the state of the economy and I guess our cities as well. And maybe, Yael, the best starting point here, from your definition, what exactly are co-living spaces and micro-apartments? Give me your best definition.
So they are tiny spaces between 20 to maximum 40 squares, micro units, and they are in most of the metropoles. They are developers' dreams at the moment because they are developing like beautiful heritage buildings or underutilized buildings into these tiny little spaces that are trying to promote community living and also have, super high-end fittings and availability to the work nodes, some universities, all of that. So they're tiny. I mean, you can't really swing a cat in them, but they try and zhuzh it up and make it look really good and feel really good. And it is more affordable, obviously, but they try and make them quite zesty by giving them facilities, gyms, coffee shops, those kinds of things.
And do you think this kind of property trend is being driven by choice or, as I mentioned at the start of our conversation, by pure financial necessity?
I think it's both. I think innovation is leading to this. We are late in the game for this. This has been happening overseas for a while, but affordability certainly is a help for this trend because right now we know the interest rates are still close to the highest in more than a decade. So I think it's both. To answer your question.
And Yael, do you have a sense of the typical person who's choosing to live in this way? What's the current existing demographic?
Definitely students, and there's many student micro apartments around the country in all the nodes, and also the millennials, young single people. They just want to get in on the property ladder. This is going to really fill a gap and be a stepping stone to get onto the property ladder. So we're not seeing it yet with families and older demographics, more the younger generation.
Let's talk about that ladder into the property market. Are these spaces genuinely affordable or just smaller for the same price? And I guess, again, it depends on where they're located.
So that's a very good question because Cape Town is an outlier market. So in Cape Town, it's not as affordable as the rest of the country. You'll be getting in higher. It's slightly inflated. But yes, the rest of the country, they are affordable, much, much more affordable than traditional apartments.
And Yael,
it's a developer's dream right now. Well, honestly, it's still a developer's market.
Let's talk about those developers then. Do you think that they are responding to current demand or are they starting to shape it?
They are shaping it because they are setting the tone and the scene for how this is all going to roll out. So right now there are more micro apartments than buyers. And so they are setting the tone for that. And for investors, it's a great time to buy now because the resale value is only going to go up.
There are, of course, Yael, risks that come with this co-living concept, particularly, I would imagine, around privacy and also a determination of long-term value, surely.
Yes, so you are definitely on top of each other. Some perhaps not in such a fun way, but it is. It's community living for sure. And right now, our economy has been hit, and it's definitely a response to our economy, but we personally think that this is here to stay. This is a trend that's here to stay for sure. Even the banks are getting their heads around financing it. There's regulatory hurdles and zoning laws also getting their heads around it. But we believe it's here to stay. But again, it's according to the market that it is. Right now, it's the young student, the trendy, the millennials, a few of the Gen Zs. But for broader housing reform, we don't know. But I don't think it's going anywhere just yet. It's offering kind of a sexy alternative to getting in on that property ladder.
Thank you very much indeed. That's Yael Geffen, who's Chief Executive Officer of Lew Geffen Sotheby's International Realty. Appreciate your time. Thank you. And that also concludes Moneyweb at Midday for today. We are live at midday weekdays, then up as a podcast. Thank you for listening and goodbye.